So first question.
Right, rolling.
Well, I'm going to start by saying, how are you?
We're great.
Great.
That's very good to hear.
Amsterdam is fantastic.
And I assume you've been here before?
Yeah, we've been here before. Like we performed here twice already.
Twice.
Okay.
This is our third time.
Oh, good.
We never really have time to
Explore.
really explore. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to start this interview with hopefully an easy question. It's more directed to you, Yael, but...
I'm listening.
What is your favorite Disney soundtrack?
Why it's only for her? Disney? Come on.
I thought she was the big fan, but maybe you...
Both of us. Both of us.
That's good.
So I'll choose and then you will choose.
All right, go for it.
Wow, it's so hard. I'm thinking between The Little Mermaid, like the moment she rescued the prince and then she sing. Such a good song. And the other one is Dumbo.
Okay.
Dumbo, the baby of mine. Remember when the mother of Dumbo, she sings this song when she's in prison. And it's,
Really sad song.
yeah, my heart broke. And yeah, it's a beautiful song.
Okay. And for you?
For me, if you're talking about one song, I think it's "Color of the Wind"
Oh yeah.
for sure. And if it's like the whole soundtrack, I would go for Lion King. You know, Elton John.
Yeah.
That's for me as well.
You can't go wrong with Elton John.
They
You know?
love Lion King, yeah.
No, the Elton John songs, you know, it's like he brought pop into lions.
Early on, because I don't know exactly how old you are, probably kind of my age.
16. Something like that.
But growing up, was music already that big of an influence when you saw those movies?
Oh yeah,
For sure.
for sure. And musicals as well,
Okay.
like Sound of Music or Mary Poppins,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, without even noticing, but it's part of our childhood, I think.
Yeah. The soundtrack of our childhood.
Yeah.
I always loved to like dance and sing like the roles. Yeah, Mary Poppins. I love that movie.
But so did you both knew early on, like, I want to pursue music, this is something I need to do?
I think so, yeah. You
I think both of us, like, since the age of, I don't know, 4, 5, were into music and like stuff, but it's not like, it's only when you grow up a little bit.
Yeah, you understand if you
Understand it.
really want to pursue it and to make it like your career, kind of to work in it. Yeah, but both of us. Yeah, you start to play when you were 4?
No,
6.
6. Yeah, you just. I think when you
1
have
year?
this when you have this thing that you have to practice in order to succeed, to sing or to play or to something, it's like you're really passionate about something when you're really young.
Yeah.
So it's something. Yeah.
And if you think back of that time, what did you, this might be a weird question because you were quite young, but what did you get out of music?
What did we get?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I got to live like in this Disney fantasy world.
Okay.
I was getting into characters, and actually I really liked to perform in front of my parents and
Okay.
friends and family and make them cry or laugh or, you know, entertain. So, yeah.
I think when you're like junior high, I don't know, that like 13 years old, and when I discovered, I don't know, bands like Pink Floyd and stuff, so, and I really felt that, you know, because all the rest of my classmates heard at the time, I don't know, Britney Spears it was, I think, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, a little bit of all, and I discovered Pink Floyd, and I really felt like these are my best friends or something, and these songs are like the soundtrack of my life. And yeah, actually I remember myself like picturing myself playing with those guys on tour, but yeah, it's Pink Floyd.
But
it
you
didn't
played
happen.
for the girls, right?
No, everything is for the girls, of course. Everything in like that we're doing. Yeah.
But one thing I find very interesting that you both very early on had this visual element then, because you like to perform and kind of get into character, and you like to think, well, I'm in this band right now.
Yeah.
So there was already kind of that visual aspect to music for you. How did that develop into kind of where you are now in terms of kind of the aesthetic and the feel of your music?
I think something about our music is like this kind of sometimes like from a movie scene or from like this cinematic vibe.
Sure.
And I think you're coming to the show tonight.
I can't make it,
Come
unfortunately.
on,
I know, I
come
can't
on.
make it.
So if you,
Next time, maybe.
next time when you will come, you'll see that the stage as well is decorated, and you know, we really like that when people hear our music, they're getting into this new world. They're forgetting where they are. They're not in a club or venue. They're in this Lola Marsh world,
Right.
you know.
But so was that, because I kind of read how you got started. I think it was a birthday party, but then I read that maybe you met before that.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, we knew each other from the city, from Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
But we actually met and sang something together in my birthday party.
No, but before we met in a friend's house,
Yeah,
and actually we sang Disney songs
Disney
together,
songs.
and
Yeah.
Foo Fighters songs.
And Foo Fighters songs. Actually, yeah. that
Strange
was-
combination, but yeah.
It must have
Yeah.
been an interesting night.
Yeah, we played the
We
Pretender.
discovered that we both really like.
Pretender by Foo Fighters,
The
you
Foo
know, the
Fighters.
song, what if I say you're not like...
Like
It's
the
like
others.
really hardcore pop, oh shit, yeah. So,
But so was it immediately a click? Because I can imagine, when you meet each other, do you know you're into music, and how does that kind of...
when we met...
Yeah, how did it...
It's
well,
hard to explain what was there. There was this.
What was the
well,
question
let
again?
me. I can ask it more simply. So, Gil, do you remember your first impression of her?
I
Yeah, of
remember.
course,
I
right.
think both of us, we felt like something really good is happening. We didn't know like what it is and to put the finger on it, but the chemistry was there, the musical chemistry. He played something, I was singing,
Yeah.
and we felt comfortable with each other. So
I think that, it takes a lot of time to find someone that really fits. I mean, because I knew a lot of really talented people back then, but to find the chemistry and to find someone that completes you, and back in the days I like played by myself on the acoustic guitar. I didn't have a band or something. No, not really. And Yael just came and sang on it, and it's like, okay, that's what missing.
Right.
So it feels great.
and in
actually.
the writing process, I think
Yeah.
to have someone that completes you
Yeah.
in writing is kind of rare, because sometimes there's one writer.
Yeah.
Sometimes bands write together, but it's not that easy, and to find this chemistry in the writing process is amazing.
When did you know, kind of, in terms of the writing process? When did you know? Well, this works. We can bounce ideas off each other.
Third session maybe,
Yeah, I
because
think.
it was awkward in the beginning.
Yeah, when we wrote our first song, actually, it felt like, okay,
Yeah.
we have something here. Let's keep on going. And actually, we've been through a lot with the writing process. We wrote
Yeah.
some serious stuff. I don't know, like really complicated stuff, and we just took the layers down and found each other.
Yeah, I think it took us time to understand what's the color and the energy of this band. We
Explored a lot.
explored, yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a song that came out of it, or maybe the Your Mind EP? Was that kind of where you figured out, okay, this is kind of the way?
No, I'm talking about way before.
way before that, okay.
the EP.
Way
or
before
the
we
albums.
performed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the first meetings that we just, it's like a first date, like, hey, so what kind of music do you like? I like Pink Floyd. Oh, Pink Floyd. I like musicals. Oh, you like musicals. And then you getting to know each other.
Yeah.
And,
I always like to ask this question. How important were those maybe first 2 years before you even put our music before you even played a show, to get to know each other and to kind of...
It's like the most important, I think.
Yeah.
It's the start, you know, we really became friends over there, you know, we did like a sessions of 12 hours a day.
Yeah. We were good friends, and
just
we had so many sessions, I think like 5 times a week.
Yeah.
We were so serious about it.
Okay.
And we had nothing. We didn't have a name. Like
but it's not.
We didn't perform.
We just, you know, when we met each other, I went to this friend of mine and told him like, hey man, I found this girl, and she's amazing, and we're going to do like some big stuff, some serious stuff, and I really believed in it. And we didn't have like one song, like just from one meeting, and it felt right. So
yeah.
So you knew it was
yeah,
we both know.
Yeah, we kind of dropped all what we did before, all the job, all the like just went for it.
And then how difficult a decision is that? Because to kind of, you mentioned it, you kind of alluded to it earlier, but to kind of say, I'm going to actually try and become a musician and let
but we did, I mean...
Or were you already there?
Yeah,
we already went to this direction from a young age, but I think like I was a waitress for a long time, and I felt like
I was a music teacher.
Yeah, like,
so
what am I doing? I want to focus only on this and make, you know, music and money from it, and like to have this as my main thing.
For us, it was pretty natural to do this
do you remember,
decision.
like,
you know, it wasn't that we were lawyers in this office and like,
exactly.
Okay, fuck that shit. I'm going to for the dream. You know, it wasn't like that.
Okay.
And we knew, and I remember like the first shows we had, they were packed.
Okay.
And I mean, we had nothing. You remember, like we played like 5 songs that we wrote.
4 covers.
Like 4 covers because we didn't have enough.
Yeah.
And people came, and the rumor spread around Tel Aviv, and it was from the beginning. So we saw that people are engaging, that they like it, gave us more, you know,
confidence.
Yeah, confidence, exactly.
This is also a very difficult question to answer about your own music, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Go for it.
Why do you think people liked it? Why do you think it attracted people?
I don't know how to answer.
Yeah, it's very difficult to say about your own.
I know why I like it, and maybe they felt what I was feeling. Maybe something else.
Let me ask it differently then. How do you experience the creative process? So for instance, writing new songs, Echoes. Let's take Echoes.
Yeah.
What is that experience like, to kind of the creative aspect of it?
How is the creative aspect of?
Yeah, how do you experience it, or what does it do with you, and then kind of.
Yeah.
Like if it's, I mean.
For example, you know, some of our songs are about our relationship.
Okay.
We went through a lot. I think, like honestly, for the both of us, it's kind of this.
Cure?
Thank you. This is the word. For me, I think. I mean, it sums up our relationship. It's into a song. It's this thing that you know what I mean?
Sure.
This memory that you will capture forever in a song, and it will live forever. It has deep meaning. And I don't know, you know, sometimes, of course, we all think about the day it will all be over. And to create art and music,
It stays.
for me, it stays after you. It's your legacy, kind of.
So when you finish a song, what kind of feeling? Is it kind of almost a sad thing, like it's over now, or is
When
it
we
like
finish writing a song?
Or what kind of? For instance, when you released the first album,
Okay.
what kind of? Because then you kind of. Does it feel like leaving those songs behind?
No.
It feels like, you know, we have it.
We have more.
Okay. We can always write more.
No, you know, it's really. I mean, it's scary sometimes. You know, you're writing so many songs, and then you choose the best songs of what you've written, and you put them in an album, and then like, okay, I don't have any ideas anymore. What will we do? And then we meet each other again like we did. Actually, that what happened now. Like before, we're going to release the next album in January, and we worked together on this album, like writing this album, like 1 year ago, and just suddenly every day, okay, more songs, and good songs that we liked, and okay, I still got it. I mean, because it's scary that you like, all right,
you will lose it someday.
Yeah,
you will not have
I said everything.
inspiration,
I said everything, and
the song won't be as good as some of the songs you've made.
Yeah. That's really like a scary feeling sometimes. That
especially I think in the second album.
Sure.
The second album.
But when we started writing, it was fun actually. It was fun, and I think that's the why we're doing it, because we always saying that being on a tour is wonderful, and to get to see the crowd like singing your lyrics and
to get
like
the love.
it's amazing. But to be in the same room and to write a good song, and you feel that, oh my God, we nailed it.
Yeah.
It gives you energy for 1 month.
Okay.
Just one song, one good song that you really like. It's like, oh my God, I have it.
Yeah.
It's really
amazing.
Powerful and intense feeling for me.
So did you have that? I can assume Echoes is one of those songs. Did you kind of knew that it was going to be a good song?
We liked it from the first. I mean.
And when we wrote it, it was something a bit different than what you heard.
Okay.
And actually, we took it the first.
We wrote it differently. We wrote it like the demo of the song was really low beat, and it will be in the album.
It will be in the album. We took it for the last song in the album, so it will be.
So people can see.
We had this idea of the story
it's
in the
a
album.
surprise.
Yeah, this is never mind.
No,
This is the story of the.
Never mind.
Come on.
But
No, but I can, if you hear the version I've heard, I mean, from the start it kind of sucks you in with that kind of
guitar.
I remember the moment that we changed it to this
upbeat,
to the upbeat tempo of Echoes, and we were like, okay, it's danceable. We don't have a lot of danceable songs. This is really cool.
Is that important? Because I read somewhere as well that you like to dance. So,
I love to dance.
So do you want some songs that you can dance to of your own?
I think it was, it was important for us because we had the songs from the last album and we performed a lot and we really, I saw this movie about Dave Grohl, Foo Fighters, the documentary.
Sonic Highways?
No, before, I think. No, he had the one before. Never mind, maybe. Sonic Highways is the series. He had back in, I don't remember, never mind.
Never.
And he said that he wanted to write a song that all the crowd will do like headbanging. And he wrote the song especially for that, and then they cut to thousands of people doing this. And with Echoes, we really wanted us to dance a little bit like this on stage, and wanted that the crowd would be like that. And it happened, we did live show with this song, and
the first time we performed with it was like hands up, cha-cha. It was so powerful.
But do you do the dance towards each other as well?
We should. You're a genius.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do it today in the party.
I need to play also.
You can do it.
One thing about the previous record then, because I always like to go into the lyrics, and obviously the new album, there's nothing I can go into. But one thing that I wrote down from Remember Rosen is there's some references to kind of youth, and then kind of the innocence and the joyfulness of youth.
Yeah.
So where does that kind of nostalgia or whatever you want to call it come from? Because I don't know if you...
We're nostalgic people, I think,
we just talked about it in another interview that, I can say about myself that it's hard for me to think about the future. I'm more like a past person, nostalgic memories, and present. But something about the future is unknown. And Yeah, I don't know. Lots of the songs, like I said, it was important for me, for us, to capture certain moments in life and to give them this present, in a song, to give them this important space to be in.
Because, well, one line I wrote down is, I remember the courage I had as a child. So do you think when you grow up that kind of...
Lose your courage? Sometimes. You could, I mean...
In the sense that things become more serious in a way. And,
more serious and more...
like awareness.
Yeah, exactly. You are aware suddenly. You don't just... I remember as a child I was dancing like crazy in the living room, and like when I was 12 or 13, suddenly I was aware.
That people looked at you and
I became shy. But then after a couple of years, I came back to this child who were dancing in the living room,
Because that's a very interesting thing, because does kind of make music but does that allow you to tap into kind of that youthful side of yourself in a way?
For sure, for me, yeah.
Because I can imagine, because what I hear a lot from artists is they say, well, I'm doing this so I don't have to get a real job, or I don't have to grow up.
It's a real job.
Of course.
Yes.
It's a really fun job.
Yeah, it's a fun job.
Difficult sometimes. But
from what I hear, it's exhausting and you have to work.
It's exhausting, but I think
it's worth it.
Yeah, of course. About the childhood thing. I think when we perform on stage and stuff, you can close your eyes and just, like Yael said, dance and do whatever, and no one will judge you.
I feel as musicians sometimes you don't have a really age. You don't really go like aging.
Yeah.
You're not aging.
Well, if you look, for instance, at somebody like Mick Jagger, kind of
I was thinking about him, of course.
He's crazy.
He's the example.
Exactly. Well, one question about the new record, because I don't think you can reveal too much about it, but in terms of the writing then, what have you noticed where the songs are going, in terms of kind of where your mind is and what's represented in the songs? In the new songs.
Again, sorry?
What do you notice about what you're writing now, or what you've written?
When did we?
For the new album, what have you noticed
about
about
the topics?
what kind of what's been on your mind, kind of what came through?
We just talked about it. That at the time that we wrote. I mean, it's about relationship and about our past and our relationship and stuff. But I think we talked about a lot of the cue me, how do I say it?
I don't know.
Like daily thoughts and fears that everyone has, like noises in your head and like in echoes. It's we talked about a lot about this topic, I think. What?
No, but the echoes, for instance, then. Well, I can say what I think, what it is. But what do you write lyrics together?
Yeah.
So where does a song like that start? Is it about kind of the way you feel, or is it about something you see, or how does that work?
Actually, it started,
it started from...
Different topic.
Yeah, it started from a friend of mine. She had cancer.
Oh, wow.
And she was in the hospital by herself, alone, at night. And I was home thinking about her and thinking how she's dealing with all of this. She's lying in the hotel and all these ghosts and noises, they're coming and they're crawling to her bed. And it started because I was visiting her like a few days before we wrote this song. So it was very fresh in my mind. And then, I wanted to give it a happy ending. And actually, the truth is that she recovered and she's amazing. She's one of my best friends, and now she's okay. But the songs went to another direction after about every one of us, searching for
For the answer.
the answer and for the
Oh, about the noises and the fears and then like everyone has. Like you said that
Sure.
you when you're a kid you don't have these fears so much.
And then society
and then,
comes in.
you just get the noises.
Oh, hey.
I've one more question and then we're done.
That's okay.
Because you say that you make a lot of music about kind of the relationships between you two as well. So I'll start with you, Gil. What is one thing that you've learned from Yael?
In this album or generally?
Maybe just on a personal level, but can also be music or just anything.
I want to say something, but I'm not sure how to say it. I think before I met Yaeli, I tried to do a lot of like some crazy stuff with the music that I did, like too much crazy sometimes. And with Yaeli, she has this thing that she hears something, like on a writing session sometimes I'm like just like melodies come and go and suddenly she's like this one and I really this one
I don't like lots of choices. Like, I don't like lots of
and like most of the times she's right. She's like, okay, that was the one. And even if she's not right, the vibe of the grab something really simple and let's make it nice. That's what I learned from her. I mean, I think today I'm also a little bit like this, but I learned a lot from her about this stuff. And being simple and
certain directness.
Yeah.
The other way around?
Good luck with that.
There's a lot of things. Wow. Let me think. I want to think about something
big.
Nah,
no, I'm just kidding.
He's a how you say it? He loves to learn. He's an autodidact.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Really, you are. And I'm not. Actually, studies in school always where I was like running away from it. And he taught me that, sometimes you just need to have like to feel comfortable and to have the courage to learn something new, because sometimes it's tough, and not to be afraid. And I mean, I see you and you know so much things, and
do my best.
Like in music wise, he produced our album now.
Okay.
And you did an amazing job.
Thank you.
And one day I want to produce something, and I look at you, and and I say, wow.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah, thank you.
One last question then. I have to try. Do you have an album title yet?
Yeah,
working
maybe.
on it.
Oh yeah. Let's wait with it.
Fair enough. All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
It was lovely.
All right.